Okay, so now that I don't even care about the lag anymore, I'm gonna explain this part. Alright, it's pretty easy right now. Alright, so this is like one of the newest tricks that I found out. When you enter that that hut, press LR like 50% down and start, calibrate you, which you kind of take advantage of on this rope. Makes you you can go about 50 to 60% faster on ropes by calibrating. So doesn't save a lot of time, but it's free time, so everyone should probably do it. Alright, so this is actually pretty simple, and there's a couple ways you can do this. That's not how you do it. Okay, so you can do a high jump to on the right side, and then you just keep on going, or you don't fall down. Falling down is not the optimal way. Or you can do this and go over here, hover over here. They're about the same speed, so it really doesn't matter. I do the first way. And then you go to the outside right here. One way to do this is to just high jump, go up here, grab the chocolate, go in there. Or the new way is, it's a little bit more risky, but it's pretty easy to do, I think. So you go over here, do a hover, and you do that. And this part is just 100% timing, so. Hey Ross, how are you doing? And of course, it's lagging for no odd reason. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is all timing. I use audio cues. Well, first of all, this first cow, you can just spam B. You don't have to, yeah, you just spam B. Yeah, this is 100% timing. There's certain spots you can go to where the bull will get the target right away, but there's a lot of leeway. And for this, the second and third cow, when you get the first hit and then the second hit on the third cow, I actually have an audio cue. Wow, she's 2 hits. Wow, I've been playing too much Claire.
Also, it's worth noting, like, for the last one, if you stop moving before he turns around, he'll charge at you right away, as opposed to if you move around, he'll kind of wait a second.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of rusty, but just ignore that. Okay, what I do for when the cow is on the little platform and when you have to kill her, I listen to her say that sound effect, and if you're on the outside and you charge, then you'll get her at a decent time. What am I doing? Give me some slack. I haven't played this game in like 3 months. So there's a faster way to do this last target, but it's not very consistent. So just go to the outside and then go inside a little. And then this is just the way that I do this part. I do one spin, then I charge. You line up with the target is when you press B. And then I'll do another spin. And it's like 5 steps forward is what you need to take. And then you charge. That was a little bit slow, but... And then... So she says, and I just, yeah. Okay, when she says and, you can go. Apparently I don't know the correct timings. It's pretty easy. Down. Hold left. No. No. Hold right. See, directions getting messed up. Directions are complete opposite on Claire for a lot of spots, so. Okay, so there's a little trick here that I'll probably not get, but if you press B, L, and then spam A, you can do a hover, but if not, then you just press B again. The money up here, don't forget it, like I've done a couple times in destroyed runs, mostly early on. Okay, I'm gonna try the 3 poo ball on the way through, the first way through, but I haven't done it. Oh, also there's a little trick right here. If you spam A right here, and then hover towards the poo ball, then it actually saves time by skipping the mask. So I don't know exactly how much time it saves. It probably saves less than a quarter of a second, but it's still time save.
Save the frames.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't lose time if you miss it, so. And then for pushing up the poo balls, what you want to do is you want to hug the wall most of the times. And if you think you're gonna get hit, just jump or hover, and you'll avoid the hits. Like I didn't do there. Welcome back. There's a hoverless. I think there's a hoverless way to do that first jump, isn't there, Arb?
If there is, I don't know how to do it.
Alright, then I won't go over that. I don't know this timing.
I don't think there is a way, actually. Not that would be faster, anyway.
No, I got squished again. Again, I have not done this way in a long time, so...
Actually, most of these beetles won't even hit you if you just, like, hug the wall.
Really?
There's one specific beetle that will always hit you, but the other ones usually don't.
And this seems slow to me. Maybe it's just because I haven't played in forever. It's a fairly easy section once you learn the timings. Ah!
What's it called? You know how, like, I was gonna ask, like, you know how when you go, when you're jumping down to the, after you kill all the cows, if you jump down and then, can you jump on the water, like how you do in the beginning? And then just
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm still used to live and reloaded, unfortunately. Now, there's a hoverless strat off this Poo Mountain, but I'm not going to show it because there's only one person on this planet who's capable of doing it consistent, and that's not me. So I just jump off, do a hover. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a specific line in an area where you jump off, and you jump off like just slightly to the right.
That was actually a really, really bad spot to jump off of. You actually want to jump a little bit more to the right. I just go for the hoverless. I never get it, but I go for it.
I mean, I could highlight me doing hoverless.
It's not really that hard. It's just, it's kind of tricky. I mean, it's hard to do, but it's not really that complicated of a trick. I'm always spamming, I don't know if most people do this, but I always spam the L button before cutscenes, like a good time before it, because, you know, if you're good at skipping cutscenes, then you can probably save 20 to 30 seconds over someone who's not.
Yeah, I do that too.
So like going into loading screens, I'm spamming the L button sometimes. You don't spam, Spidey? Aren't you special? I think I should include Cog and Cog in this. What do you think?
I vote yes.
Do it, please. Just everywhere. Just everywhere.
Wait, if I spam, I can guarantee sub 140.
Yeah, sub 140 tutorial.
Oh Jesus, man! I knew I was doing something wrong.
You have to make it a rule that everyone who has to show cog on cog.
Ah, I missed it. Yeah, we'll redo that. Just because I wasn't paying any attention. Okay, so going up this little platform, there's actually a way to skip this cutscene, and there's a back cutscene, and it skips probably, I don't know, what, 2 seconds? Is that what you think, Arb? About 2 seconds?
I'd say it's about half a second faster, maybe.
I think it's that little. I think it's a little bit more than that.
Not that much.
Okay, so what I do is there's a black line right there, and you high jump, and I missed it. We'll redo that.
Maybe I should do the tutorial and you should commentate over it.
No. You don't like my tutorial? I have offense to that.
Oh, you missed it. Damn.
Is it Barry's mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you spam like that, Herb?
I'm not a hater.
Yeah, he is.
I was real hater. Hate on it. Dude, when our
Alright, so let's try that again. I can't really see the lines. Don't frying pan, you moron. Alright, I need to turn brightness up because obviously I can't see the line.
I can see it just fine.
I don't care what you think.
It's so bright.
It is?
Yeah, it's really bright.
Your monitor sucks.
It's bright for me too, Fresh.
Alright, let's try this again.
This is bad as
Right
me.
here. Okay, just trust me, there's a cutscene skip there and I'm jumping obviously in a bad spot. Okay, so you actually don't have to walk across these little planks or whatever they're called right here. Most people think you do, but yeah, it's actually really easy to get to the ropes. You just jump from that curve right there and fall off. Why am I doing so bad? Because I'm going slow? Okay. You jump from this curve right there. You hover, grab that rope. And there's actually 2 ways to do this, and I don't know. I think beginners should just jump over to that rope, but the faster way is when you get about here, jump off the rope, do a high jump, do a hover, and high jump, I think. Which way did we determine was faster? Whatever. I do like Conquer, what are you doing? Conquer, what are you doing? That's new.
Yeah, I think the high jump and the hover onto the little platform.
For a second.
And just a jump hover to the spider web's the fastest way of
Okay.
doing it.
You told me at first that you thought that doing a hover was faster. Yeah. So you get up there correctly, do that, and you go over here, and you grab the rope. I didn't grab that on purpose, just so that I can do the other way. Or, yeah. Or you could just jump over this rope. They're both pretty easy, actually, so it saves 3 seconds to do the other way. 2.7, I think, to be exact. Alright, this next part's kind of tricky if you are bad, which I have a way that I did it when I was early that's pretty much foolproof, and that's over to this rope. You look at this fence, you line up on that third like fence post, and you just jump and hover against it, and then you'll be on that thing. That's pretty much 100% strat. Or, let's see if I can get this. You could do the crazy way. It's not really crazy. Where you line up right about here. I think this is right. There's there's a little black line there that you line up with, and then you do a jump and fall down. Okay. It kind of depends on your camera angle too.
Yeah, that's not the camera angle I use exactly.
If I do it fast, I should be able to get it. Let's do this fast. There we go. That should get it. Nope. Ah, I can't get the B cut. I can't get the back cutscene. What is this too bad?
Oh, it's an emo unfranker Facey. It's
Okay.
Feature Friday.
So line up with this black line. Do a jump on the. You only need to touch the platform for a split second, and then you'll have enough time to jump. So you actually are jumping off midair because that's how the game works sometimes. And from here, you're actually gonna want to jump from this corner. Ah, I can't camera. There's a lever over there somewhere. You're gonna want to jump from here and die because why not? It's okay. It spawns you back up at the top. No big deal.
Don't worry. We all know
Okay.
it's a let's play.
So it's got a lot of leeway, that jump, but sometimes you'll die just because you're an idiot.
I don't think I've ever died to that jump.
Yeah, shut up, Herb.
Always gotta one up us, sorry.
Okay, so there's a safe way to do this, but I don't know. You should have pretty high health at this spot. I don't see why you wouldn't, unless you screwed up bulls really bad. Where you go on this thing, and then you go over here, and then you go down here. Alternatively, you can just jump and tank the damage on that right side. That's what most of us do. Actually, all of us. And then you'll just hover into here. And if you're really good, you can actually hover into a spot where you jump over the water, so you can actually hover. It's a little bit faster. I've only gone a couple times. Alright, these cogs are kind of a little bit tricky. You just gotta learn lineup spots. I use this line if I don't stop, you can get it from this line every single time, and you just frying pan to your right. But, you know. Okay.
Cog on cog action hype.
Hey, oh, bloody hell. Come on, put it on.
Oh, man.
Put it on, I like it.
That's better, right?
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic.
Best cutscene in the game.
Oh, hang on, I think I got it
Oh.
the wrong way round.
Yes.
Come on, booger, you
Put it
have-
on
what you
quick.
doing?
Put it on. I like it like that. Oh, fan freaking.
Ah, that's not long enough, that cutscene.
Arb, that's too much. Too
What
much.
color is it that we get? We get blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get blue first because it lines up the other one better. Technically, you can get green first, but it's really, really tight window. You just do these emotes.
Oh man, I gotta get my thing. I remember.
Hey, this game is for mature audiences. You're too young for this to be watching this, Ross. Shield your eyes. Get out of the stream.
Oh yeah, he should have been. He should not be watching my Playboy Mansion either. I forgot.
I couldn't even watch that. I was at home and you were putting inappropriate stuff on. My sister was right behind me, or like in the same room. I'm like, dude, I actually was gonna watch Ed, and then he's putting on basically softcore porn.
It was a 69 follower. Come on, what? Did you not read the title? Dude.
Okay, so this cog is always gonna come from your left. So, no RNG here.
Dude, you know what your title should have been? Playboy Mansion, children of all ages are welcome.
No. I haven't put a mature audience thing at the beginning of the stream. Oh, forget it.
This is
Sorry.
kind of your little break area right here for about, oh, I don't know, 2 minutes. Probably not even that long.
Thanks.
There's really nothing to explain in this section. It's just optimize movement and such.
Spidey. I wish Spidey didn't say that, but it's alright, I understand.
I'm not really going to explain the movement too much because, yeah, it's not really something that is... It's going to be better for you just to learn the movement on your own than just learn the tricks from me, I guess. And I didn't need to surface for air. Ideally, you can do this, get to this cutscene without getting air, so... And I don't know, but for some reason I was low. Then you turn around,
OP hype. Can't
hug
wait
the
for that.
inside. Yeah, that's something I want to explain because I don't think most people understand how it works. That cutscene will actually trigger automatically, so you don't need to surface. Okay. So, it's technically possible to get OP. Wow, I can't get it now because of the stupid booklet. If you start shooting before you see the O, like, hold on, let's see if I can get it. Like, when you see the H, you shoot. If you have the stupid pellet in the right spot, which apparently, this is something you get rusty at really fast, or at least I do. See, that was early. Yeah, if you do it quick enough, then you can get the P and do this in one cycle. But most people can't do it. Only me and Arb can really do it.
I did it once.
Then
Does that
obviously
count?
you have to spell out open. And I don't think I'm going to go over light bulb because it's really, really unnecessary, especially with the safeties I have built in. So it just wastes time. Not worth it.
Oh, what?
Light bulb.
Oh, never mind.
So going down, you're going to want to hug one of the corners. I go to the right side. I guess it really doesn't matter too much. And then you're going to want to grab that air right down. The last air thing. Until... I like to get... That was too much air. But I like to be going when his cheeks stop being puffed up. Otherwise, this guy will hit you. Which I don't know if he's going to or not. Okay, I went fast enough. If you go fast enough, you'll beat him. And then you surface here. I think I should be good. I don't think I'm going to get hit. I think I went fast enough. But if you go fast enough, you shouldn't take any hits. I'm not even going to show Arb's way because it's complete suicide, and doing it as a new runner is not that wise. Oh, right there. If you spam B fast enough, you will actually dive before the cutscene, which saves frames again, but you know. Oh, I went a little bit slow. What Arb does is he goes right through. He just skips this air right here, and he takes, what, 3 chocolate?
2 chocolate.
2? Yeah, I can't get it without taking less than 3.
If I swim really, really optimally, you only lose 1.
I'm gonna get hit twice, whatever. Okay, so ideally, the way that I do it, I grab air at the second air pocket. I'm gonna grab air twice, but I get hit twice, so I'm gonna grab air, yeah, again. Suicide is fun sometimes. Okay, now for this spot right here, this is like the only movement thing I'm going over. This pipe right here. Oh, don't get it. If you turn and go the other way from it, the exit is right there. Am I gonna die? Okay, I didn't die. Alright, now we all know the question right here. Can I piss today? Probably not. This is actually, I don't know. I've seen some people have trouble with it, some people don't. I have a lineup spot, I start right there, and I got killed right off the bat. Wow, I got... Pardon my language in this tutorial, I was trying to not use any offensive language, but apparently I can't do that.
Hey, nice death.
That was really bad.
Yeah,
that was
it
bad.
seems
RNG.
like when you have 1 health, imps always like to jump on top of you, so
Yeah.
I would recommend having 2 here.
Yeah. Okay, so the way I do this is I don't press E until I get them in view. I don't know, that's kind of my preference. Until I'm, well, I guess until I'm lined up with them, I don't press E and I can't piss today. The way that you can tell if you have a good section is the music transitions its tone. So if you hear that, then you sucked. You didn't do a very good job. See, I got the transition in music to like the crazy music, so I did a bad job. Yeah, I think it's 8 that you have to PM. I really don't know. There's a couple RNGs that this guy can have too. This is a really bad one, and
Yeah, ideally you want him to be running right at you.
I actually hate this one. Let's see, did I get... Okay, if you do that jump quick enough, then you'll get a cutscene skip there. Probably saves 3 seconds, so probably a total of about 12 seconds if you get all of them. And I actually use audio cues for this. I listen for 2 stomps, and then I jump. Once you get to the pad, 2 stomps. And I can't really hear it, so I missed that one. So that's what happens if you miss it. Remember that. That's the last time I'm doing it. And this last hit is kind of weird because you can go right away, and we don't really know why. That's just the way the game works. Oh yeah, something else that I can cover really quick. You can actually hover during that cutscene, and it saves a minuscule amount of time. Like if you spam A, you'll start to hover, and you'll actually start hovering before that cutscene, whereas normally you would just drop down and have to wait. It probably saves like a quarter of a second, so I don't know. I don't necessarily do it unless I'm lined up where I can hold up and hover. And that's just remembering what directions, you know, what directions make you go what way, or the camera being pointed a certain way. Hey, stop eating toast. That cutscene you can skip if you... Like, there's a couple spots there where if you don't skip it quick enough, it'll play part of it. So just spam L really fast coming out of that. Movement, movement. Alright, the part that I'm really, really bad at. I need to replace this extension cord. It's got a short in it somewhere.
Ooh, grilled cheese. Sounds good.
Oh man, I haven't had a grilled cheese in a while.
Me neither.
Yeah, so this part you want to do a hover there and then a jump. I figured out that was faster. I don't know. A little while ago. It's 0.1 faster than doing no hover. You go up over here. What is that emote? Oh, yeah, you can actually skip this mask, see? The mask triggers right there. So, if you jump over that trigger, then you'll put on your mask in midair, and it saves time. Why isn't that open? Whatever. I swear this game is complete. It makes no sense. They want you to do some weird order. Like, they want you to push one poo ball over, and then do Bats Tower, then they want you to do the rest of Barn Boys, and then they want you to push the last two poo balls. And I don't. I say screw that.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
What split is that?
You would think they fixed it in live or loaded, but they didn't.
Which one, Fresh?
Hmm?
What?
I'm just saying the order. The order kind of sucks. That they think they want you to go. It's built into the story, so okay. This guy, there's no RNG in this first sweet corn. Well, I think there's a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Dang,
Make sure not to fall in the pit. You probably will at some point fall into the pit right there. Out of that first cutscene. We've all done it at least once. I've done it in good runs before, like really good runs. And this one's kind of RNG. You just kind of have to deal with what the game gives you, I guess.
Oh yeah, and if you fall in the pool, you can save yourself.
Yeah, on this version.
Yep. That's 1 point for Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't even when you've done enough runs, you don't even expect to fall in. So when you do, it's like, oh, you don't even react because it's like, oh crap, did I just fall in? And you don't even react to it. Arb sees C downs in this part, and my C buttons aren't working. Why aren't they working?
Oh yeah, if you have trouble, like if the camera annoys you there, like it annoys me, I have to see down so I can see in front of me.
Basically, C down is like you want to use it a lot. I mean, not like excessive, but like I use it quite a bit. Arb uses it excessive. Don't know why. Okay, there we go. So Arb just sees down through this point because he thinks it's easier. I don't see a difference.
I don't know if it makes a difference, honestly.
Yeah, I'm using an emulator. I don't have my console. I have played it on console. I just don't have it right now. So yeah, sometimes the hand is awesome and gives you hits right there.
Who has your console? Your brother?
My brother had. Well, I don't know where it is now. Does it seem like Conker's moving slow to you? Because it seems like he is. Maybe I'm just not.
To me, it does.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, it kind of does actually.
Yeah.
Huh? No, I can't. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the way that GMP works is he aims for where you are. He aims for where you are. So if you jump up in the air, then he'll aim for up in the air, so he'll never hit you. This is a nice little break, at least the first 2 cycles. And then dives are 100% random. I've gotten up to, I think, 8 out of 12, which is really bad. And he always goes on a certain note, so you can actually time your poo ball or your toilet paper. Yeah, that's better. So, and it doesn't even matter if you get hit. There's so much chocolate on the path, you can just completely mess around and still be fine.
I love how they put all chocolate in here.
I know, there's like none later. So, yeah. Got a little bit, 2 or 3 minutes here where I'm doing pretty much nothing, just spamming A button, Z. Emulator sucks. Zeros. I'm down to 57 frames on this section. Yeah, that was a really good one. Should I try Arbliterator for phase 3? I haven't tried them at all. This could be interesting.
I have no idea what art strats are for that.
You throw a poo ball to a certain spot, and then you move Conquer towards the other spot. I can do it in Live Reloaded, I just have never tried it on N64.
It's like Arb grew up with this game or something.
So you want to aim for the far spot, the farthest away spot. So if he's like right there, if he's really close to you, then you aim for the far away spot, and if it doesn't hit him, obviously you get him in the other spot. But his try is mainly for when when GMP is in the middle.
Yeah.
Hopefully the GMP will be awesome and give us a middle so I can show you. And he's not going to just because I want him to.
Man, you playing this game makes me want to do run now. But then
You should
some
do a
people
run.
like,
See, I can just throw... that was a little bit late, but it still works. So if you just throw it there, it's kind of an anticipation. So let's hope that he throws 6 poo balls right here. So I can try to show it off. Odds are he's gonna move. Nope. Okay, I get showed off. Okay, so this is a really, really bad spot. You get pissed. We all get pissed when he's in this spot. So what you can do is you aim here. That was too early. Yeah. You aim there, and then you start moving towards the other way. And yeah, that's a pretty safe way. I don't think it's really that hard. I just have never tried it.
Yeah, you throw it when you hear them starting to sink down.
Yeah, okay. There you go. I don't know why this portion is a little bit laggy, but I think I'm gonna go a little bit farther because I did this in like an hour, so I'll go through mugged or to let's see. I think I'll go to the start of the windy. I don't know. I'll just see how far I am at that point. So yeah, this movement. Okay, blades can be tricky for new people, but it's not bad at all. Watch me screw it up. What I do, so I kind of aim at the blades, and then if you aim at the blades, you can see how I'm doing it, then 99% of the time they won't hit you like they did there. Not really too complicated. Most people try to run away from the blades. I think that's the problem. This camera though, it's different. Alright, I can show off for anyone who didn't watch the other parts of the tutorial. There's a little trick on ladders you can do. If you stop moving, press A, and then press forward right away, it's the fastest way to jump, and then you're going to want to jump off the side of the ladder. Although this ladder, I don't know, it's kind of your preference. Sometimes I just climb up it because I suck.
I don't even bother doing it because the thing about the ground here is you can easily just fall through the ground. It's really stupid, and that happened to me once, and I haven't, you know, jumped off the side of the ladder since.
Yeah, you could fall through the ground and you can fall through the bridge. So if you want, you can hover over the bridge. It doesn't really lose much time.
Yeah, and if you do manage to fall into lava, it takes forever to kill you since it only takes one chocolate. It's really dumb.
And then it spawns you at the beginning of blades. So yeah, it loses like a good 30 to 40 seconds. Alright, this part is one of Arb's tricks. Yeah, you avoid these guys by jumping. You don't try to run to their faces, you just jump. And then you're gonna want to jump up on top of this like archway. And then over here and skip 2 doorways. High jump. Pound Tony the Tiger. I don't know what that thing is. He looks like a tiger to me, so I just call him Tony.
I was wondering, you know how you said, is calibrating the ladders faster, or is that...
The calibrating the ladders is faster, but you have to recalibrate, so it's kind of a problem. Okay, there's actually 2 ways you can do this next room. The way that we do it is you go to the right side, you trigger these 2 guys, and then you just, I don't know, go. And it's kind of RNG based, whether they pound you or not, and you have to hover because it will pound you to the ground. You can't really dodge them. Or you can just go to the left and just go like this. That's what I used to do. And now by trying to show that, I just got 2 of them chasing me. Cool. Whatever. I don't know, what is that? What do you think going to the right there is faster? Do you think they're about the same?
About the same.
Yeah, there's a way that you can anvil off to the ground, but I just hold down and go down there because I don't know, I suck at that way. I couldn't even show it off.
I don't know how Arbliterator does.
I know how he does it, I just can't get it consistent. Because what you do is you anvil and then you slide, so you're kind of sort of canceling out the anvil.
Yeah, there's a certain spot like on his eye where if you anvil there, you'll just slide off. But sometimes it doesn't really work out that well. You have to do it like
what the
really
heck?
Well.
What the heck just happened? Am I like just not remember this game, or is that what happens?
Wait, what?
The rope just...
It just kept going. Okay, so you want to go over there.
That's supposed to...
Isn't it supposed to stop?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
That's weird.
You're not supposed to see the footprints.
No. Because I hovered and I didn't see the thing. Okay, there's a little skip here. We don't really know how exactly it works. We kind of do, but not really. I think it has to do with jumping off the side early. But just go for it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. No big deal. It skips him eating that caveman, so... I don't know, it probably saves 4 or 5 seconds. 4 to 9 seconds. I haven't really timed it because I can't get it.
I think it may have to do something with how far away he is as well.
Maybe.
Oh, and also can't you start that cutscene when hatching them? You can start the cutscene when the flashlight.
Oh,
Yeah,
in the air.
yeah, in the air. Forgot to point that out. That's actually something I learned like really recent. I don't know why I didn't know that, but I figured that out like, I don't know. I was sub 140 when I figured it out.
Yeah, because you do it in hungover, so I thought you knew.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about that. I do now, obviously.
Yeah. So close to that sub car.
Yeah.
How many? 16 seconds?
25.
Oh, that must be killing you.
When escorting Loopy, you want to stay a certain distance away from him. Because if you go too far away from him, he'll just stop, and if you get too close to him, he'll just stop.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's actually kind of a small area. It's smaller than you would think, his view distance. And then right there, I just hover when you go in off the side there, because it makes that a little bit easier. And let's see if I can do the skip here. If you get that second Cayman right there, you can skip the first one, which, I don't know, there's no consistency to it. And then going right here, really doesn't matter too much how fast you go. As long as you get out of this cutscene before he eats the third one, the one on the left, then you're fine. And for this part, I don't think you have to wait this long, but I go over to the side here, and I wait for Conker to start talking, because if I don't, sometimes he just kind of walks off. I don't know why. I missed the giant button. So yeah.
That happens to all of us.
Should I show off swag here? I don't think I'm gonna show off swag.
Show off swag.
Swag.
Wow, I fell. Whatever. I was kind of decisive there.
When you're standing on the guy with the stone, stand still.
Yeah.
Or else he'll knock you way to the side.
90% of the time he launches you to the left. Why am I waiting? Okay, you don't need to wait there. It actually lines up pretty well.
Usually just knocks you straight up if you just stand still.
Okay, so here's a little trick. See how this slides me down? This area right here? Well, there's a cutscene right here. And if you slide, then activate. Oh, I missed it.
Oh.
We gotta redo that. We gotta show that. What is that? Phlegm. Okay, I'm so glad that there's actually a subchapter for that.
Don't you have like a second opportunity?
Hmm?
Or, oh, never mind.
Oh, I didn't get it. Sometimes that caveman is a real jerk and he'll hit you if you mess up. Okay, let's get this. No, I missed it again. Okay, well anyways, you can slide down that slope and then you can start moving before you end up the pepper. It saves literally no time unless you're really, really fast. So it's just cool. What sometimes happens if you do it, if you're not perfect, then you'll have to wait. So it's exactly the same. It's actually a little bit slower that way. So just don't do pepper skip. It looks cool, but no, it's not worth it. Oh, also, you might want to make a note of which side you peppered the first time, because sometimes if you'll forget. Oh, getting hit by that uvula going in actually saves a little bit of time. I figured that out maybe a month ago. Nah, it's not a lot, but it does save a little bit of time. And don't go to the left. You'll probably end up falling through the stage, like Arb has done in his previous world record.
Yeah.
It saves literally milliseconds, and it's not worth it.
Yeah. I'd be down to race you. I'll avenge East Coast.
I don't want to race right now because I'd have to play an emulator, so you'd have to wait a couple weeks. So this next part, there's a little bit of timing that I made up for it.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's faster to jump in the when you're in the dyno.
What are you talking about? What
Like
part?
when you're walking in the green stuff, it's faster to jump.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
Sure it is.
Okay, so if you do this right, you can get it where they won't stop. What I do is I line up with this like image right here, then I go up to it, push on it, slide down, and then if you do it right, you'll get all 4. You don't need 4, and then I do a little slide every once in a while. You could just take a steady pace. It's really personal preference. You only need 3. 4 kind of helps, but it makes very little difference. You can actually get away with 2, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, 2 is not good.
You can do it though. I think the 4th one actually jumped down there. Okay, so yeah, I did that wrong. What you actually want to do is you want to pull that that rock dude out before the cutscene. So you pull him towards the caveman. It saves a little bit of time. I just recently started doing that, so I kind of forgot about it. And then you want to consistently hit this guy like the whole time to reduce his chance of hitting them. But make sure not to hit your own guys. That's gonna happen too. You're gonna be doing that. That was kind of very unlucky RNG. Alright, this part screws over pretty much everyone.
Rock solid.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna want to jump over to the side here. Again, movement. Not gonna explain it really. And conflicting views. Conflicting views at what's faster right here. I take that, stop. That was really bad. But then I make that turn really sharp. Arb goes a little bit less sharp, and he thinks his way is faster. I think my way is faster, so
I have no idea. I could swear I timed it and it was exactly the same.
you're not gonna want to stop like I did right there. I just kind of went slow on it, so I haven't played this game in a while. We got a little bit of lag, but it's fine. Jump. Make sure to jump before you push that rock on that button, because you'll save a little bit of time, because you could start moving before obviously it gets on. Alright, this first one is 100%, or there's no RNG really, and it really doesn't matter how fast you do it because you have to wait for your piss to run out, and that's basically on a timer, so no big deal if you suck at this first one. I'm gonna get hit. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter. You can actually get away with having like, oh crap. You can probably get away with having three health, and you'll get full health. Wow, I can't piss. Okay, there we go.
Oh, that view.
I know. Why is it lagging? Whatever. Stupid game. So you'll get those 2 health coming through the middle. Doesn't matter. And then you can do whatever you want here. You can piss on them until piss runs out. You can, I don't know, stand there until you hear a zipper go up. Doesn't matter. When he starts to unzip, you can actually activate the cutscene before he's done unzipping his pants. So, or done zipping up his pants. Okay, fall into here. Don't jump into that because you'll probably die. We've actually had that happen a few times. Most notably Spidey, I think.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Okay, and yeah, if you go fast enough, you can actually beat this rock lady, but yeah. It's not exactly perfect. Like, you don't exactly have to be perfect, but you have to go pretty fast.
Wait, that could actually kill you? I never knew that.
What?
What you said earlier about jumping into
Okay.
lava.
Yeah, well, if you jump into it, yeah, sometimes it sends you farther than it's supposed to. You can just wait for that second rock lady because you're gonna waste a lot of time if you Yeah, if she knocks the boulder off, it's gonna waste a lot of time. If you go fast enough, you don't have to wait, but I don't know. For new runners, I don't know. Until you get the timing down, I'd probably just wait for her. This one has a little bit of RNG. This first guy on the right, he's always in the same spot. This guy on the left, he can troll you. I'll show you a couple backups if he does troll you. Hopefully he does, because I want to show off a troll. I'm probably just going to wait for him to troll.
Of course, he's in the best spot right now.
I know, that's why I was looking. Yeah, he's in the best spot. So, like, this is really easy right here. Let's, hopefully he moves. I'll run on a piss. I don't really care. But here's... Oh, don't pee him in the hole. Okay.
Wow. Can't I get that RNG?
I know. I never get that RNG in run. I always get the second best.
I get the worst.
Wow. Okay, this is a bad RNG. So, if he's in a bad spot, then what I do is I piss on him. And then I stop pissing right away. I lure him over to these rock ladies. I haven't punched them. And that will shift his position a lot more often than not. Like, probably greater than 50% of the time he'll move. So I'm just going to finish this off. Watch me get all bad RNG now that I actually want to finish it.
I remember I tried beating him up twice and he went to the same spot twice.
But you probably have... You have a little bit of time, but... I don't know. It's not enough where you can, like, screw around. He moved to the bad spot. Thank you. Oh, wait, that's not the bad spot. That's an okay spot. Bad spot's a little bit farther back, and it's... I think it's, like, pixel perfect getting him in. You technically can, but... I don't know. None of us can do it.
I've done it once, I want to say.
None of us can do it consistently. I've never done it.
It seems like it hits an invisible slope somewhere and he actually goes in.
That, like, when you get the money and then jump down, for some reason, you don't take fall damage, even if you jump. Even though that's a height where you should take fall damage. Not really sure. I just go with it. Okay, bomb. You have about 3 seconds of leeway. Give or take. Give or take a second or two. So even for casual, this is pretty tight. You can go to the left, and then when you're climbing down, you can go to the left or the right. I go to the right just because I like to be different than everyone else. And then, okay, what I do here is there's 2 chocolate. I get the 2 chocolate. I go 2 lines past, jump down. It's actually about a line and a half you can get away with, but I don't know. Most people do 2. The dark black lines, what I'm talking about. Hug the right, because that thing can get you even when the screen is transitioning. I've had that happen on really good runs. So just because you get through the loading screen doesn't mean you're safe. You can still die. And this...
You go left rush because it's faster.
Not with the bomb. And these Evolas are on a set pattern, so it's zero. There's 0 RNG. They're always in the same spot.
Because in the player, I noticed that Conquer slides a bit further.
Yeah. Okay, these platforms, I don't know. We don't really know which is faster. I hover onto the one before the last one from the second to last. But yeah, some people, I think Arb jumps on all of them.
Yeah, I just jump.
I don't know what's faster.
Because hovering is quite a big deal slower, so...
Yeah, but you're cutting corners, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this is probably a part where a lot of new people get messed up on this part, but it's not too bad. I'm probably going to die just because I haven't played this game in like 2 months, but it's not too bad. Okay, so the cycles don't start until you go into this tunnel. So what we do is we want to manipulate the cycles of the dinos, and there's no RNG. A lot of people think it's RNG. It's not. It's 100%, you know, cycles. That if you do the same thing every single time, the dinos are going to be in the exact same spot. So what we do to manipulate the cycles is we jump through, and you'll land on the surfboard. And then if you go decent speed, you're going to have no trouble with the dino from here on out. And I almost died.
Lab skip hide Kappa.
The only thing that really is a problem, that can be a problem, is the second. What the heck? My cycles are messed up. Yeah, don't do that. What I just did there. You want to jump right there. That second dino, when you come around on, so I guess the third dino, is the problem, the only problem, and then the last one, second to last, I think. If you do it really bad, then they'll be in the way, and you kind of have to improvise a little bit. Oh, emulator's a little bit different. I noticed that just now.
Different dino.
I did get hit though, so who knows.
Are you
Okay.
sure it starts when you go through the tunnel and not like right as you skip the cutscene?
No, it's when you go through the tunnel. It wasn't often. I waited so long. It wasn't off enough where it Don't do that either. Just go on the platform. I'm just so used to doing that. It probably saves like negligible time. Alright, this part I'm going to save and quit out of because I want to show both ways. So, first I'll show the slow way, which probably is ideal for new people. Okay, you have him bite, and then you trigger the watch. Excuse me. Okay, I'll show the fast way. What split is that? Raptor's food? So what I do for this is I see down, I go a little bit to the right, and then when I see Fangy, I turn and then press the B button, and you don't even have to jump. Saves probably 2 seconds. Okay, this first phase of Caveman is 100% RNG on their positions, but it kind of depends on when you want to grab the first guy. Like, you always want to have one in your mouth for the most part, because Fangy's kind of stupid and does his own thing sometimes. And if you have one in your mouth, he won't be stupid. Plus, he won't try to pick them up as often. Or he won't try to pick them up because he already has one in his mouth. And you're going to want to eat that one after the last one. Because, I don't know, it skips a cutscene, I think. Wow, okay. Ideally, you can get all 5 for the second ones, but... So, like, I turn the camera, and then I aim for the middle one. Most of the time, I just try to pick up the one in the middle. And then I'll get the other 4. It's probably the easiest way to do it. These ones are not RNG. There's no RNG in this ones, but it's still... It's kind of an execution thing. See, there you go, right there. He was going for 1, and then he just kind of changed his mind. Obviously, you can get more than 1. We banned Fast Emulator. I think that was the last one. Might be one more. This is lagging really bad. It doesn't normally lag this bad. Yeah, I messed up this, but whatever. It's not a big deal. This is just something you gotta practice on your own. I really can't teach it. You're gonna learn specific ways of doing it. Whatever you're comfortable with. Okay. This guy's really easy. So, he actually has a spot. Okay, he has to pound first. First of all. When his toe moves, his right toe, or is that left? Yeah. His left foot moves is when you can bite him. And you don't want to get too close to him when you're hitting him the second and third times. But you don't want to be too far, because both can result in him ground pounding. But this is actually a really easy fight once you learn it. I know this is another spot where new people have a lot of trouble with. But yeah, it's a really consistent fight, and if you screw up, it's your own fault.
Uncensored hide. Oh wait, we don't see the cutscene.
Oh yeah, yeah, that uncensoredness.
Oh, yeah. Report for nudity.
I might as well just finish this. I'm going a lot faster than I thought I was going. And then I'll upload this to YouTube and then get a better version later. But this is still going to be a lot better than Pappy's. Even though I'm stumbling a couple times.
You should have text guy. Text guy with that.
I should, shouldn't I? Okay, this part, it's technically faster to jump off to the left. That's kind of an advanced thing, because if you messed up, you could go right into the lava. So, just until you get a good time, like sub 2, like until you get like 2 hours, just go in here. Remember that you can hover at any point over water. I can't remember where the cave is. Then just hover onto the ground. Alright, are we taking bets on whether I get the Pooh Mountain jump or not?
I
say you won't
No,
do it.
I think you'll do it.
You think I'll do it?
Yeah.
Okay, this trick is a little bit tricky.
The believes. Fine, I'll believe in you.
Ah, I didn't get hoverless. I mean on mass skip. Okay, so
Long war pipe.
you can actually get that money over there by jumping off the Pooh Mountain. It's at the jumping point. Here, I'm gonna stop to explain it, so I'm probably gonna mess up. Is right about here. It's right, yeah, right about the start of the cave is where you want to jump off from at an angle. What I do is you can do. There's a couple of ways you can do this. It's just kind of personal preference. But what I do is I see down, and then I didn't get it. Okay, I did get it. Oh, sweet. Okay, and then you get in there. That takes practice. But once you get it, it's not too bad.
Did you get it?
Yes,
Oh,
I got it.
Oh wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. See, I thought so.
I didn't think I was gonna get it just because I stopped to explain it.
Man, I just wish your money count wasn't off, because
I'll fix it. That's not a big deal. It's a tutorial. I don't care if it's accurate. Or I don't care if
guys,
it's
don't
legal.
quit out and re-enter like he's doing.
Yeah, okay. This part is really dumb. It's 100% RNG. You'll pretty much get as good as you're ever going to get on your first 4 or 5 runs.
It's RNG except for the very first one that comes out.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Technically, if you were fast enough, the first movement of a wasp is predictable of when it comes out. But if you manage to hit every wasp on their first movement, then you're gonna have world record probably, because that would be insane, and you'd save an automatic 20 to 30 seconds at the least, at the minimum on world record. So yeah, you actually can, if you want, reload after the cycles. I mean, you don't have to, but That's an option.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
practice this spot now.
Practice. You don't. No one practices this part.
No, you just you'll get you'll learn it kind of, and then you'll get better on it as you runs.
Not right. Don't practice. Only practice you need is live road. That's the real skill getting.
Lady, get out.
This isn't a master race, buddy. This is a tutorial.
I'm right here. You gotta
So, health really isn't a huge problem because you get a refill of 4 health later on, but I mean, if your health is really low, then you gotta be careful here. And I'm missing like crazy. This isn't good. The range is a little bit off. It's not a big deal though. Oh, and hey, you have a radar there. You'd think that'd be a simple thing, but I didn't figure that out till about my 4th run that there was a radar up top. Don't ask me how I missed that, but you know, that's just me. I read street signs wrong all the time, so whatever. So yeah, climbing down the mountain again. Pretty standard stuff.
Hopefully lost that slide.
I think that first one, if you do really terrible movement out of the hive, it can sting you. Actually, I'm pretty sure it can. So just don't stall there. So just remember what direction you need to hold out of that cave. That's another thing that I think new runners don't do a lot, is because I know I didn't. I didn't start moving until the I didn't start moving until the loading screen came up, and you want to memorize what directions you need to hold. So going out of loading screens, of course. Ow.
You okay?
Nah, I just banged my knee on my whatever this thing, shelf. Fine.
Don't worry, I'll be right over.
These guys are kind of dumb, but once you learn them, they're not too bad. You just gotta memorize the spots and then not get eaten by one, like I just did there. I don't remember the spots, I'll be honest. Kind of do. And then when you get here, you just go to the right. Okay, and now we are gonna do the barrel skip. I'm just kidding, that's not really a thing right now. There's technically a barrel skip there, but I'm not gonna go over it because I've gotten it a total 1 time out of about 1,000, so yeah.
I wish you would record it.
Alright, so this part, it can be a little bit tricky. Spooky. But once you learn it, it's not too bad. It's like most of the game. Once you learn it, it's not too bad. It's just, if you learn it incorrectly, then it could be a little bit tricky. So, if I can get it, you're going to want to be on the edge here. You don't want to be facing this way. You want to be facing this way or this way. You want to be on the edge. I like to do it like this just because I jump. I didn't get it. I didn't get it again. Practice this, because this spot will give you trouble if you don't practice. Why am I not getting it? Okay. I think I'm hovering too early.
I think we should get closer to the edge, or maybe I'm wrong.
No, I don't know. Hold on.
I face away from it when I do the jump.
Do you? Why am I having trouble with this? Come on.
You-
I'll get it.
I think it's harder on emulator.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Okay, I did it too late of a right there. I'll get it. Trust me, it's not as bad as I'm making it look.
No, if you play on console, it's so easy. You should never miss it.
It's not even that hard on emulator. I'm just screwing up. Okay, there we go. Okay, once you get into this tunnel, you want to actually bonk your head on this area right here. Otherwise, if you just try to jump and grab the lever, you'll just miss it. I don't know why it works that way. It's just... I think it's like a trigger or something. I don't know. You want to hover or jump in water. It's same exact speed if you do the jumps correctly. Can't really sink later on. Alright, this part is kind of sort of RNG. There's specific patterns that they follow, the zombies, but it usually works out okay. And on very rare occasions you'll get bad RNG, but most of the time you'll get decent RNG, or manageable RNG. So, the first, it will always spawn 4 right off the bat. You want to jump on the tombstone. And then, after you kill those 4, you actually want to wait, because it'll spawn somewhere between 1 and 4. Normally there's one behind you, but, I don't know. So I got 3 there. It seems like 2 is the most common RNG, from what I can tell. I grinded this out, just made a chart, and it seemed like 2 was the most common. And then you want to go over here. Actually, point this out. Okay, if you have less than 6, you actually want to hug this fence, do this, and there's actually another trigger right there. But otherwise, just run straight to here. And you're gonna, there's 12 you have to kill, so we've got 7. We need to kill 5 more. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay. 1 more. Where is it? I hear it, but it's not. Okay, I think I got the bad RNG. That sucks. Ideally, you'll get all 12 on here. So, I got bad RNG. But if you don't, you jump up, you trigger some zombies right here. The minimum I ever have is like 10. So you'll kill this one. And then you want to stare at him until he starts to sink into the ground. Because otherwise, that cutscene will be delayed by a completely random amount. I don't know why, it just doesn't. Alright, so these worms have a very specific spawn point. The first one is halfway up this little stone path, so right there. And then the rest are at the end and start of the stone paths. So there's the easy way of doing it, which is hovering around them, or the other way, which really isn't too bad anyways. Either you just jump, and it's not too bad. That was a bad jump, but whatever. This way saves probably 3 seconds. See, I got bit, but it's not very bad. That's just me not having played Advanced Rust, and the fact that I'm not used to the controls on emulator. Because it is a little bit different, the console, even with a N64 controller. Okay, now you actually want to jump off before the end of this path, like right about here-ish. You want to do a jump. It's got a little bit of leeway, actually quite a bit. Just don't jump way too early. And then you'll jump over here. And then you go in here. Okay, this... I'm really bad at bats. I probably lose 10 seconds. Well, I don't know if I lose 10 seconds on Arb. I probably lose like 5 to 8 seconds on Arb on this section. But I'll just show you my route. This isn't my route.
Yeah, my best split is like, it's completely unbeatable.
Okay, let's redo that. Okay, so this is my route. It's probably the fastest. So, I'm gonna go, because you're already over here, you go in here. Grab this guy, he's gonna come out right past those, I think those are brambles, I'm not sure. Don't get hit. Ideally, you're never gonna get hit in this section. And I don't know if bonking on the ground is faster or not. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Never really tested that. I think we just do that because it looks cool. Okay, from here, I keep going straight. I will get this villager on my right. It's so weird not seeing the flashes around them. Okay. So then after that, I go to the library. It doesn't matter a lot which order you do, but I believe this way is faster. They have a giant hitbox around them, so. Is there a way to move faster in bat form? No, unfortunately. And I'll circle back around and get the second one. I actually do, like, the bat room second. Yeah, second.
Oh yeah, if you can hit, there's 2 villagers like in the front of the library. If you can hit them both at the same time and you go fast enough, you can stall the position of the second one, and hopefully they will not move too far away. Usually they don't.
If they do still move, I forgot about that. I haven't really done that. Just go to the, if you don't see the villager in the front, just go to the back and hope that the other one comes closer the next time around. See, like, right there, I went to the back, so he is right in front. Would have wasted a bunch more time if I would have, you know, tried to find him. Why is only certain parts of the game lagging? That's really weird. Oh well. Game audio is not too loud, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright. This can be a little bit tricky. If they group up like a lot, what I like to do is hit 2 of them, because then there's a lot less chance that the stakes hit you. Otherwise, I just completely go for it. If they're separated even a little bit, I just go for it. And if I get hit, I get hit. If I don't, you know, just keep going. I think diving is faster than regular movement, but I'm not 100% sure about that either. When you don't have a villager, I think it's the same exact speed when you do. So it just takes practice. This section's not too bad. This... Okay, more bats. Do you think I'll get mansion jump first try? I don't think I'm gonna get it. I was practicing, I missed it like 4 times in a row. Okay. On console, okay, first of all, there's the way the game works is when you clip out of bounds, when you no, you're fine. when you clip out of bounds, the game wants to push you up to the top of the screen. So when you clip out of bounds right here, you have to high jump into this, like right here. This particular wood texture you hold up and then you high jump. So the game wants to push you up. So it just happens that there's a texture up where you can actually, well, it's up here, yeah. And what that allows us to do is, you see that lever right there? We can, that's the third lever, which opens a door near the entrance. What that means is we can get the key that is somewhere over there. It's right there-ish. Okay, we can get that key, put it in the door, and skip the other two keys. Yeah, the textures kind of look messed up on the N64 right here, but it's, once you learn, it's not too bad. This part is really, really tricky for new people, because oftentimes they jump way too high up. Like, they jump from about here when you actually want to jump about here. Like, your height matters more than where you jump from. Like, you can jump from way back here. Well, maybe not that far back, but you can jump from, like, right here. You don't have to jump at the very edge if you're low enough. But if you're, like, right here, it still doesn't matter. I don't know. It matters a little bit more. So it's a harder trick if you're higher up. So if you're, like, right here, it's not a hard trick at all. Once you figure it out, up here, it's almost pixel perfect. So let's see if I can get this. What I like to do is, okay, let's say you start, I think you start about here. I wait until you can see Conquer. I head straight. I use my camera to turn me. I keep on holding straight. I do not turn myself with the analog stick. So I'll head straight, go to that line, don't fall off like I just did. Okay, that's fine though, because it allows me to show off what I'm doing better. Just showing that and then doing it is kind of tricky. And if you miss it, it wastes, what, 40 seconds?
35.
35? Okay, somewhere in that range. Okay, so I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip in. Then you see the textures. Okay, you see how I can see Conquer right here. Now I start moving. You can do it without being able to see Conquer. There's only one person that's ever actually done that in a run, so don't do that. Okay, so I turn my come on. I'll get this. I promise. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this time since I explained it. So I turn the camera with the C stick, like I said. C buttons. Or Conquer, rather. Okay. Dang it! I can't get it. I keep on falling off. I haven't even gotten to the jump part yet. I need you to turn on your stream so you can show this off for me. I'll get it. I promise. I'll get it. I'm not gonna say anything when I'm doing it. So that's half my problem. I'm trying to think and do it at the same time. You just have to do it.
I want to do this, and it's so hard doing it the first time.
It's gonna take you about probably 10 to 15 tries to get it your first time. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that should get it.
I think it took me like 20 times because I died like 20.
Okay, I'm not doing that again. But yeah, you actually want to start your hover. It's kind of hard to explain. Conker kind of goes ragdoll right before he starts flipping. That's when you want to hover, and you want to aim for that one texture that's right up there somewhere. Let's see if I can zoom in and get it. No. Okay, it's like, you can kind of see it. There's a little slope there. It's on that slope. That's where you want to aim for, not the lever. You will die if you try to land on the lever, no matter what your height is. And then from here, hover over here. Don't do the new strats. Just hover here. And fall off. Whatever. Okay, but ideally you're going to jump from that pipe and get the key. But, you know... Well, you don't feel too bad. When I relearn the game, I have to practice that portion for like an hour straight. So, yeah. And I've done that part lots and lots of times. You see how much I'm screwing up on... Well, okay. Didn't know that was a thing. You're about to see something really funny happen.
I saw it.
Wow.
I didn't know that was a thing because it's over to the side on Claire. It touches the wall on Claire. There is no gap.
Claire? This is a Claire.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, Claire, not gonna lie, Claire was more fun.
It is. I wouldn't start with it though. This game is better speedrun to start with.
No comment.
It was fun, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna say.
It's also faster, which automatically makes it better.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it has better graphics. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
Oh
Yeah.
my, and loading screens, guys. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, for this, that little carpet kind of gives you, I should probably, nah, I'm not going to show it off. It gives you a little stall at like the end of it. So what I do is I just hold right and then jump before I get to the end of it. Okay, I didn't point this out last time. It's kind of...
Did his mic mute himself?
No.
Oh.
No.
I'm doing hecka bad.
I see what
I didn't point this out when I was going down before, but this makes this portion a lot easier if you know that you don't have to hold up. I held up my first couple runs, and it makes it a lot harder.
It does. You go way too fast.
You don't go faster. It's just you have to manage more controls. So it's like, instead of just pressing right, you have to hold diagonal, and it, for some reason, for me at least, that makes it harder.
Oh, I thought you went faster. That's why.
No.
No.
I don't know if I'm the only one that's like that though, but it makes it harder when you hold up.
It is harder, yeah.
Then from here, you can actually go off really early. So you go right here, and then the camera sucks. Just keep going straight. Can you see down in that part to fix the camera problem?
You can see down.
Does it fix it though?
But you don't want to drop off from that part though. I don't know if it fixes it because I go off earlier, so.
You do?
Yeah.
I've gone off that part forever. Which way is the money? To the right? Yeah, it's the right. No, it's right. Okay, and there's actually a couple ways you can do this. I don't know which was faster. I'm too lazy to time it. You can either go off to the side, jump, or you can go right down the middle and hover. I think hovering is faster because it cuts off a huge portion over jumping, but who knows? Wow, this lag. Don't know why.
Fine things too.
I can see the lag now.
Why is it lagging? I've played it on emulator. It was just fine.
I don't know why it always lags more the second time you go back to hungover. I don't
Yeah,
know why
but
that is.
I've played on emulator like recently and it didn't lag like this. I think there's something wrong with my computer and it's making emulators play bad. I think my hard drive is going bad or something. Oh well. Like it's fine when I don't play on emulators though. Okay, so off to the right. Left. I don't know my directions, I just do it. Not even gonna go over the fast draw here because it's another one of Toast's suicide strats.
Jumping over the barbed wire is easy.
Without hovering?
Nah, I would need. I would never do that.
I hovered too early there. I'm showing you all the bad ways to do everything, just so that you won't do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Isn't that the best way to make a tutorial though? Show
Yeah, it kind of is. I'm gonna make a perfect version. Oh, how do I do that? But this is good enough for right now. So you want to jump on those boxes. I completely forgot. I don't do this on the Xbox. And then you go over here. Saves a little bit of time.
ELRNG high.
ELRNG. Again, set patterns. You want to go to the... What is that, the right first? No, yeah, right. You go to the right first. And it's... These guys are set pattern. What is it? 2 bottom, 2 top, 2 bottom. There's another 2 top.
I really don't remember. I just...
Okay, we'll see in a second. 2 bottom. And then it alternates for the last ones. Okay, it's 2 bottom, 2 top, 2 bottom, then alternates.
Alright.
So just remember that. I mean, you don't need to really. You'll just learn it just from doing it. That last one kind of is. He triggers really late compared to the other ones, so you just be careful. And then eel is not RNG. A lot of people think that he is, but if you jump off from the same spot, he's always going to be coming at the same spot. But we like to joke that there's RNG there.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'd have to strongly disagree with no skill RNG.
You can come up for air after that second one if you really want, and it doesn't waste any time.
I will literally...
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Nah, you go ahead.
Ideally, you will not come up for air until after the cutscene. And then you want to go up here. And, oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Wait about a second after you get him in this... Well, not after you get him. Wait about a second going into the... Second or two going into the second ring there. And then, after you've done that, you can pretty much just go through the ring and start heading to the surface before he gets to it. And he'll still go in the ring. So that's something to note. And because I waited right there, I'm not going to get the good cycle, but that doesn't matter too much.
Oh yeah, and you have to turn the camera towards the TNT imp,
Yeah.
or else you'll face the wrong way.
And I failed that. That's not hard. That jump that I just failed right there is not hard. I just, again, practice. I probably should have practiced just so that I'd be good at the tutorial, but whatever. I know my stuff, I just might not perform it right.
That's a word R will never hear.
What?
Practice.
Yeah, Arb never gets rusty. It's annoying. Comes back and gets like a... I think what you took like 2 months off and your first run back still beat my time.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
I think I was ahead by like 2 minutes.
And mind you, I have a good time. So, I'm not bragging, but I have a good time. So, that was kind of annoying.
It's a good time, yeah.
Apparently, I'm the best in West Coast.
And anything sub 140 is good.
Yeah, nowadays. I think we took 2 minutes off the route in the last 6 months, so.
But according to some people, our runs are invalid.
Yeah. We're not going to mention that in a tutorial. Okay, I probably could have gone through.
What?
Yeah, I definitely could have gone through, but... Okay.
Has anyone timed the cycles? Like when the anvil drops, or is that too like?
It's you just kind of memorize it. You just kind of have a feeling of, and you know.
Well, you can tell by the sound. Like once it stops making sound, it's about to drop.
Yeah, but I mean, like, say you're halfway to the point and the anvil's gone. Do you go for it?
It's your choice, really.
If you've heard it for a while, then no.
I meant stuff like that, like visual cues and stuff.
This is probably the most technical part of the run, but it's also probably one of the most fun parts of the run. I think. A lot of people hate it, but whatever.
Game crash hype.
We're not gonna get game crash.
I know it doesn't even happen on any
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I'll probably get it just because I said that.
Start mashing start when you.
Okay, so you want to jump up on this little whatever the heck this thing is called and hover. If you don't get it, then you could just jump and hover over the fence. So no big deal. You might get shot once. Not a big deal. There's so much health in this next part. As long as you don't get hit by lasers, you should be okay.
What if you just jump and then jump and no hover and then jump again?
You mean if you avoid the post altogether, you're gonna get shot?
No, like you jump on the postal, but instead of hovering, you just jump again. Just jump.
I don't know, but I still think hovering's faster because I think there's landing lag.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Anyways, this next part, there's 2 ways you can do it, but I don't recommend the old way anymore because the new way's like 6 seconds faster. The old way was jump on the box, and because teddies can't hit you when you're above them, for who knows what reason, yeah, they'll never hit you on a box. But I found out a better way to do it. Let's line that up again. Is if you see diagonal up, it'll trigger the teddies. Then you shoot them. If you do it right, which isn't going to happen all the time, you'll get them all before they shoot you. I got it that time. You can either crawl or hover over that. I wouldn't hover over it because it's an instant death. I think it's technically a little bit faster, but who cares? And then the safe way to do this would be to hover over this thing. Practice that. Because if you don't, you're going to take 3 health. Or 4 health. 4 to 6. Wow, I got stabbed. That happens too. That's kind of RNG. Okay, so there's cutscene triggers right about here, and you'll need to kill this last one. So what you do is jump over that box, and then stand at this spot. Okay, this is probably one of the actually, it is the most hated room in the game because there's a game crash in it that what is it? 2 minute. It can if you get the cutscene skip at the beginning, it's 130, but that's not reliable. But it is a 2 minute time loss if you get the game crash. If you don't rage like half of us do and just sit there for about 5 seconds in disbelief, which, you know. Anyways, I think I have a way to avoid it that me and Arb came up with a little while back because I lost a almost world record pace run because of the stupid crash. But I'll show that in a second. There's plenty of chocolate in this section. I'll show you the way that I do it. It's not technically the fastest, but it reduces RNG and lag by a little bit. So I like doing it. And there's also 2 chocolate here. So I go to the outside right here, and then the teddies get stuck in the box if you do it right. Teddies get stuck in the box, and then there's less chance you'll get shot by them. Okay, what I like to do here is you want to get that guy off screen. And then you see down to the outside. And theoretically, I don't know if it's true, but there's a game crash right there that'll happen. Theoretically, it should skip it because I think it was a lag spike that was crashing the game. But still, no one really knows. I just know that there's one particular spot, or not particular spot, it's completely random. There's a spot in like a strip where there's an instant lag spike. Like it drops to probably 15-20 frames, but then it instantly goes back up. I think that's the crash, but I'm not sure. Anyways, there's a set amount of doctors in here. Their spawns are random, but it doesn't matter how fast you kill them as long as you kill the last one. Okay, and you also want to see up a little bit going into that room, just because it puts you in better position. I just like to scan around the room. I see them, I start shooting at them. Hit their heads, obviously. I have 2 health. Whatever. Okay, so when he appears, you're going to want to instantly see up towards him. Ideally, you're going to have enough to kill him. And then you just see up all the way to him and shoot at him the entire time, and he's real easy. Okay. I'm not even going to show the fast way through this part because I'm going to show turretless, but I'm not going to show swerve strats because there's no reason why anyone should be doing it unless you're really stupid.
Please
Like,
show them.
No.
Now I want to see it.
I'm that.
Basically how it works is he aims for a certain spot, and so if you swerve, he goes kind of crazy, so you can go a little bit farther, and then if you jump... Oh, yeah. Then if you jump at a certain spot, he'll never shoot you. And another thing to know right there that I don't think I did, if you aim for the Teddy's head, then he'll instantly go off the turret. Otherwise, you'll have to wait a second. I'm gonna grab health just to be safe. So what you want to do here, because the gun is more accurate, it's a faster reload. You want to jump on this turret, and then instantly jump off. Then this is a cool strat. This chocolate right here, stand on top of it, like a little bit above it, so that the knockback will actually shoot you back into the chocolate. I think Ed came up with that.
I did.
And these guys are one shot no matter what. Chocolate sets are really cool. The chocolate will spawn on me in a second here.
I remember doing that. I don't know if you did it before me, but
probably
I started doing that, and I don't remember seeing you do it.
This actually isn't technically the ideal spot because you can get shot, but you can get shot in the ideal spot too, so just not as often.
Maybe Arb did it first time. I remember I just saw it first, like getting off the thing, and then I just started.
Ruler do it once. This PB.
I doubt it.
The lag is pretty bad in this section, and it's being compounded by emulator.
But yeah, I just started doing it because like I was afraid of losing health. So
It's a really good strat because you're gonna get full health. If you have low health, if you have 4 health, it's gonna refill your health. And if you get hit, it instantly refills your health. So
it was back then when it was like my second run, and I was like, this is better.
I wonder if you had 1 health. I wonder if you would die if you were standing on top of the chocolate.
yeah, you do.
Oh, darn.
It triggers the death animation before you get the chocolate, but it'll still eat the chocolate.
Oh, wow.
I've actually had that happen while falling. You'll actually, when you splatter,
Yep.
you'll actually splatter and you'll still get the death animation and it'll kill you. Or you'll splatter and you'll get the eating sound effect. It's kind of weird.
Interesting.
It's not like it's something that's gonna happen unless you try to do it though. There's no spots where you're actually gonna fall onto chocolate. I just got bored and tested it one time. I forgot what cycle I'm on. Actually, that's one thing that I can point out. If you forget the cycles, or not the cycles, which teddies you're on, the way that you can tell if you're on this, what is that, the third to last, the last two set of teddies is on the ones nearest the door. But the third to last cycle, there's going to be the third and before that last cycle, there's going to be teddies near both ends. And I think that's the only time where there's teddies on both ends, so like that's a way to tell what you're on. And then once you get the last set of teddies, you actually want to start shooting forward towards the door. Saves a little bit of time. Alright. This next room, you kind of want to do, on these teddies, you want to come out a little bit. And you can line it up. I lined it up for the longest time. Not this slow, obviously. But you want to make sure you kill, if anything else, if not anything else, you want to kill that teddy on the left. Because he throws a grenade and it really can mess you up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kill him and then do a sweep across. And if you do it well enough, you can actually kill them all before they duck. That's not going to happen a lot. So if they duck, you just, aim for the heads in the ground. Oh, let's try this. And see, they ducked at the last second. But that's fine. I still killed them pretty fast.
Roll it. Best character.
Rodin is the second worst RNG in the entire game. Behind Haybot.
Rodin?
It doesn't matter. He's always a troll, no matter what.
He is a troll, but I like him.
See, he's being a troll right now. I don't know why.
I reloaded kind of fixed him.
He's still a troll.
I'd say he's the fourth worst RNG in the game.
What's the...
First being Game Crash, second being Rock Solid,
Oh, yeah.
third being Haybot.
Yeah, and right there, you don't want to get hit. I don't know why. Rodin was... Yeah. He was in a bad spot.
Oh yeah, go for the rodent skip cuts.
No.
Rodent cutscene skip.
Not worth it. It's like half a second. It's actually slower if by new strats.
Deathless.
Go for the strat that only Martin has pulled off by accident.
Whoops. Oh, that works. Okay, sometimes if you do it right, the bombs can make rodent go flying towards the spider bombs, but I'm really bad at it, so I don't know.
It's really, really tight.
And then for this last set, you can just hug the left wall. You can avoid that grenade.
I remember I used to get hit by all of them.
Then you can just go for this last one. I'm gonna show the Deathless, but it's kind of RNG to a degree. I don't think it's completely RNG. You're gonna die here most of the time though.
It doesn't waste that much time, does it?
Well, it depends on if you get it in your PB or not.
Yeah.
But well... Okay, so sometimes they'll shoot you and you'll die before you even get on the bridge, but don't jump. Jump over that first guy. And, yeah. Sometimes RNG will be nice and they won't shoot you to death and you'll get to the door. If you have less than, I'd say, 3 health, it's a waste to try to go for it anyways, so... And I can't do, Yellow Tank. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna show it anyways. It's kind of, well, it's not too hard, but it's kind of an advanced trick.
I would definitely show. Well, whatever. I guess
well,
it's not a huge deal.
I can show it. I'll just have to turn my range up for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at least the first one. The second one is, it's not.
First one
good at all.
saves, I don't know, 8 seconds, 8 to 10 seconds. The first one saves more time than the second one because it puts you in a better spot. Okay, so for this room, if you go fast enough and you hug the right wall, you can skip all the first two. And then for the third one, you jump in the chemical, and you take 2 health, but it avoids the knockback of the third spider by jumping in the chemical. Let's... if I can get this. Nope. Okay, like that, but... this is gonna be weird. Let's redo that. That's the incorrect way of doing it. Better pay attention because I'm not doing it again.
Wow.
I bonked up against the wall. Don't judge.
Oh, that sucks.
I was showing the incorrect way of doing it.
Taking notes here.
You don't do that. That's
There's
what
so
we
many
got.
things in this tutorial that I should just put an asterisk next to it and be like, do not do this one instead.
Oh, did you do it? Wait, no, Pappy didn't do that, huh?
Who knows? Who cares?
Who cares? I don't even care. So yeah, hug that wall. Not too tight, apparently. And then,
Yeah, he doesn't care about us like I care about him.
yeah, see, it avoids the knockback of that spider. And then just go back.
There has to be a better way.
Of doing what?
I don't know.
That last spider?
Yeah.
It doesn't even lose time. You being propelled actually, you know,
I don't know. Just
makes it
something
so
about
you don't have...
damage.
Okay, so here, if you have 4 health, you're usually in good shape. But if you want to get health, grab 1 chocolate, and then head to the tank, and you should be okay. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky to do without the calibration. Okay, so normally, what you want to do here, if you're doing what we call YOLO tank, you're going to want to press, while you're going into the tank, you want to press L, R, and then 100% of the joystick back. Because it doesn't really matter if you do 50 or whatever. You still have decent control. But you want to do that, and your tank will go 160% normal speed, and I'll show that really quick by extending my range. Hopefully this works. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take kind of...
Okay,
Oh.
and then... That's not... Okay, that was fast enough. Okay, and then you get over to there. You could skip the... Obviously, you're skipping the bridge. And then you'd recalibrate while in midair. Then you turn the tank. And my range is still messed up, but you're going to want to be high enough where you can get those posts. But I'll show you the normal way now. Because I can't calibrate, so it's going to be difficult for me to actually do it fully.
I remember thinking that was so hard, and
It's
then
not.
like, it's doing it. I was like, it's so easy. Just
Takes
I hate that.
practice.
I'll tell him you can't clip through it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can clip through, but I don't know. It doesn't happen that often.
If it does, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll show the normal way now. Normal way's kind of sort of tight, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna get killed. It's tight because it gives you like coming out of that door. It gives you like maybe a 2-second leeway. Maybe. I don't even think it's that much. So that's why I like YOLO tank, because sometimes even good runners, they'll screw up this first bridge. At least I do. So I just bypass it. And then see it start shooting. But I'm okay. If you hide, you can actually hide behind the tank. That's not that useful. But then you'll want to slide down the slope. You can go a little bit further if you want. It's just kind of preference about how comfortable you are with doing the trick. I don't go that far because I'm not that good at it. But again, I don't do this way anymore, so I'm already lined up once I do YOLO tank. And then want to go to this next bridge. We got the last post already, so we're going to skip the last bridge. Ideally, you want your gun to be facing the correct direction before you enter first person. And then go over to about here, and you hover in. Alright, now this can be some kind of tricky, the subs. What I like to do here, going out of this cutscene, I see down, and there's a check that you can do. I look to my left, look to my left, and if I see that bridge, I know it's the first area, and that's the part that you want to go to, obviously. Hold on a second. Someone say something.
Hello. Something.
Okay. I'm just checking because the audio was kind of messing up on me.
Oh, okay.
They kind of spawn randomly, so I don't know.
Dang. This tour
Come on.
didn't take that long, surprisingly.
There we go. It was messed up there. Okay, don't stop like I just did. I had technical issues with my headphones. Come on, headphones, stop this.
Oh man. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I've been having problems with this cord. I have cords on my cheapo. Okay, my cheapo extension cords go out all the time, but they're only $5, so whatever. Okay, so if you do miss a missile, or if they do shoot a missile, you actually want to shoot it in midair. You don't want to back out. Oh yeah, one more thing. When you're entering first person, hold R for a little bit, and it actually puts you in first person a little bit faster. So this is what I'm talking about with the bad RG. They'll give you an alternating pattern of missiles, and then you have a very tight window where you can actually shoot them. And subs, the way the spawns work, it goes, the first one is 3, so this is when you put your guns away. It goes 3, 5, and then I think 7, but the last one doesn't matter too much because the cutscene will end it. So the second one, if you don't go after 5, you actually waste a little bit of time from waiting because he doesn't put away the gun right away. They have really wonky hitboxes. Sometimes you'll hit them head on and it'll hit them. Sometimes you'll aim way to the left or right and it'll hit them. So, you know, just aim towards them and just hope that you get a hit, basically.
Yeah.
Nothing more. You can lose. I've lost a minute. My previous PB, which, yeah, was still pretty good. I lost a minute and a half to subs. It's gonna happen. It happens to everyone. They lose runs to subs or lose a considerable amount of times to subs. Okay, this is not tricky at all. This is the easiest boss fight in the entire game. But if you're using an N64 or playing on console, there's a very tricky or a very awkward grip you have to use, or else you can't do everything because of all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
But you can actually shoot her before he raises her up in the air. Like, I think what happens is he's actually raising her up in the air, but you're shooting her at the same time. So, and I got the awesome thing where you can actually shoot through the guns on the third phase. That happens to me all the time. I think if you wait a little bit, it might avoid that, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. This is another spot that needs to be practiced a lot.
Countdown.
And I'm gonna go slow, just to show off the way that I do it. Okay. You don't want to get hit by that laser. Ideally, you'll go through that without getting hit. I didn't die or anything. Then my way of doing this next part is kind of different than everyone else. I jump over that box and then I hover. Instead of, I don't remember how the other way does it, but my way, I cut the corners sharp so it doesn't screw up my camera. So, and I tried to do clear strats. Cool. And if that guy is chasing you, you have to hover over, pretty much. It sucks. And get on top of this thing. Following the rule again, where Teddy's below you, cannot hit you. And for some reason that top one can't either. So actually, ideally, you want to kill the ones below. Oh, actually, that's not true. The one up top can hit you, but he doesn't hit you right away. But ideally, you want to kill the ones crossing first, and then kill the one up top, because then you can get it like, right away. But I'm not very good at that.
Oh yeah, and certain teddies will run through the like the door that closes back there. You don't have to kill any of those.
Yeah, or there's that one that just lingers in that room that you don't have to kill.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a hard trick, but it saves a lot of time. I think I'm going to get killed because I waited. Okay, you want to jump on this post. I use the C buttons to line me up and then hover over it. And then if you're lucky, you'll make contact with the top of that fence, and then you'll avoid fall damage. But don't really count on that. It's just it'll happen or it won't happen. There's nothing, you know, nothing special to it.
If you get a really good jump, you could do it without taking damage either, without touching the top.
Oh really? Didn't know that.
It's really hard.
Alright. I don't think I'm probably gonna screw up on Matrix, but I already have a good Matrix. I'm already this far in, I'm just gonna finish it.
Rodent skip, second one.
Rodent skip? Oh yeah, I'll show that off. Okay. So this wasn't considered viable until recently. There's a skip for this cutscene up here with rodent. What I do, let's see if I can remember it. Okay, I go 3 of these like gray stones up. Then I'll do a backwards momentum jump. And I do a hover. And I got it first try. And then if you do it right, you can actually make it up here. And then you just hover over. Is it hover over? Yeah. You hover over, and ideally you wouldn't take damage there. But even if you take damage, it's still faster. That saves probably 5 seconds if you get it first try. My rule is I try it once, and if I don't get it, I just do normal. So.
Fresh, if you die in Matrix, I'm gonna post your link.
I never die in Matrix. Don't joke.
Oh.
I haven't died on Matrix since I learned the timings. You can get it ready, but I'm not gonna die.
Oh, really?
Oh, dang. That's why he's like accepting that challenge.
Never
He's
dies
not
in
dying.
Matrix, he says.
He's not gonna die.
This lag I might, but I probably won't.
I'll be the judge of that.
So this is like specific timings. I have timings for it, and I explain it a lot better in my tutorial. Like I come out right here, and just so that I can see. The only way I can die, really, is if I screw up the last phase. Otherwise, no, I'm not gonna die. Barry, get out of the way. And then for the right side, pretty much I do the exact same thing for everyone after the first one. Wait for him to shoot. That was a little bit early, but you can get away with that. Actually, that was better, but, you know. I just wait till I see the aura of the shot, because it's a little bit safer and doesn't waste too much time.
Oh yeah, if you're like tasted, you'll get shot by someone while they kill you, and that's it.
That's kind of like that.
when you kill them, like the last one. Yeah.
Oh, I did that wrong. That might be tricky. Wow, I got shot twice. That's kind of unlucky.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting link happy.
I got headshot.
Oh my god.
I should not have done that.
Where's the link?
I got... Wow.
I'm posting the link.
My cockiness. It's... I blame emulator, honestly. It's lagging. I blame emulator.
You're like an old dinosaur, you just...
I deserve that one.
You gotta get it.
My cockiness. I still blame emulator.
It's emulator, dude.
It's if you're watching it, you could see that it's lagging.
It is.
I'm just throwing off my timing ever so slightly.
Everyone knows lag only matters in fighting games, right?
Is that so? I think that's input lag. I don't know.
Yeah, right? Fighting games lag is like a really big deal.
Sure, if you're competitive, but casually, you know.
Gotta play Conquer with that. What is that thing called? The fight stick? Is that what it's called?
I could play with it, but it'd be hard to change the.
Do you have the N64 fight stick?
No.
Oh, there is one?
There should be. I don't know why there wouldn't be one.
There's one
Oh,
for
yeah,
Dreamcast too.
Killer Instinct was on there.
How would you do Killer Instinct with that thing?
Well,
All you do is mash. That's what I've been taught.
I missed it. That's
I
cool.
heard it's a pretty good game.
Oh, I didn't know that. You don't even have to aim at the teddies. Your shots just automatically hit. That's cool. It's useless because you're never gonna do that if you do it right.
Wait, what? Oh, I see what you said.
Okay, so I did that wrong. I know why I screwed that up. I wanted... On that part that I died on, I want to go left. I'm not even gonna risk it. I want to go left, middle, right. I tried to go right, middle, left, which is stupid.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah, that was 100% my fault, that mess up. That death. It shouldn't even matter. Oh, that was too late. I don't know if left or right side matters, but yeah, you're never going to be on the left side for the second ones. Out to here. Ah, I didn't get him. I gotta wait for reload. Okay, so that last set of weasels, if you pull that one, if you shoot that one guy early, he's the huge problem in that group. He has a ridiculous accuracy rating, or whatever you want to call it. So if you pull him, shoot him early, the whole group gets stupid and they can't aim for crap. Oh, and that last group, you want to go right when you see the last teddy or weasel disappear. This is gonna be interesting. The alien lag's been pretty awesome, so you know we might get a really laggy fight here.
Oh, yes.
Perfect alien hype.
Hey, Fresh, you never explained the alien crash and
Yeah, I didn't feel like it.
You still don't.
Yay, this lag. It's totally not. It's a problem with something. It's a problem with one of my components because my computer is more than ample. I think it's my hard drive. I think my hard drive is messed up. I'm gonna get a new one eventually anyways. Yeah, you can get a triple hit on that money, but and a double hit, but it's not consistent. This lag, I don't even want to include this, it's so bad.
Just speed it up.
I want to try something. Oh, it works. Cool. Well, that's new.
Isn't that trick that guy you saw do?
Yeah, you gotta watch what I just did there.
I was amazed by that too.
You just go up.
you just smack him?
Yeah, if you get him early enough, you get him before he triggers the... I knew that was on Claire, but I thought I tried it on this and couldn't get it.
I think it's emulator only, to be honest.
I don't think so. There's no emulator only tricks.
Oh yeah, and to throw the alien faster, you hold right.
Oh, yeah.
C right. Same time.
C stick over to left or right.
It's
And
roughly 3 spins.
yeah.
This alien fight, he's trolling, or she's trolling.
Yeah, he's trolling a little bit. He does that. It's an RNG fight, but even bad RNG, you should only lose about 10 to 15 seconds. And if that decides to run, then, I don't know. Whoa, I pressed the wrong button.
And since I'm surprised a lot of people don't know this, but you use Z to block.
Yeah. And you don't even have to block for that long. I've seen a lot of people hold the block way too long. Maybe that's just because I've been playing the game for almost a year. So yeah. There's the rest of the game.